that you can pass information. You can pass information to others since you are now applying the theory of what is called chain of command. You are the owner. You have that mandate of passing information. You have that mandate. You have that authority to pass information others using the same book, and that's what is called chain of command. It is your responsibility. It is your responsibility as the owner to have this direct responsibility of passing information to others, because that is your organization, that is your business. That's what's called the chain of command. Chain of command, who are you passing the information to? You can pass that information to these people here. This guy will pass the information to this guy here. This person will pass information to this guy there. But the information is coming up to there. That's what's called the chain of command. So the chief executive cannot go directly to these people who the waiters down there. No. The owner of the office and the director cannot pass the information directly to us. No. They have to pass the information through the president, through the registrar, ask the dean. The dean will pass the information to us. That is what is called the chain of command. Chain of command, where or who, it's just more or less, it's just a route. They will pass information to this one. This one will pass information to this. This one will pass. That is what is called chain of command. Chain of command. You are looking at it. Why is it that the chief executive will talk to directly the directors, the line directors? Simply because they are directly linked to that. They will speak the same language. The people will understand, because he will be like a fellow friend. So they will be able to understand each other. The language that they will talk, they will be able to speak the same language. Of which that language, this guy will talk to these people down there, I couldn't even understand. I can understand, but I am not able to implement or follow. So it means that this will pass this one. These are got their own language to pass to this one. These are got their language to pass to this one. But everything has come from the chief executive officer. That is what is called the chain of command. So chain of command is just that route. So I've got, right? Like for example, we have got workers down there. It's more or less like, if you look at this one, it's more or less like the pyramid, sort of like this. Right? You have got workers, plenty of workers that are down there. Out of workers down, we have again the supervisor. So here we have got workers here. And here we have got the supervisor. From the supervisors there, we have got the managers now. So those ones now, we have the managers. So here, we have managers. From the managers there, we have got the directors there. From the directors there, we have the CEO, Chief Executive Officer. So if you look at this one, Chief Executive Officer, if you look at the numbers now, it will be the workers who are men. Supervisors is not a real. Managers, directors is very few. Chief executive is the one or two or three. Chief executive, the chief executive officer, especially, can be the one can do everything. So we have got the chief executive there. That's why we have like the parastatals, like the water board. Water board, they have what is called the chief executive officer, CEO. But now this chief executive, in most times, the CEO, the chief executive officer, if it is assuming that this is an organization, and this is like water board. No, it's the water board. If this is the water board, therefore the CEO up there. But now this CEO is, in most times, it is government affiliated. Political, something needs to do with the politics. Someone to be a chief executive officer, it depends on that the government of that particular day. Like the chief executive officer now, they are the ones that were being selected, chosen by the Close Alliance. If you are looking at these big parastate organizations like Black Water Board, whichever, But if it is your own organization, you can be the chief executive officer, when the directors have to, you have got the workers. The workers is their numerous. From there is where now we can talk something to do with delegation. Now let's look what is delegation. Delegation. Now to define again, what is delegation? We have to say hierarchy, that is to do with the level. We have to say chain of command, to do with the route, it's a route of passing information, authority. But now, let's look at delegation. Now let's look at delegation. That's number 3. Number 2, chain of command. Number 3. Now, let's define what is delegation. Delegation is just passing authority down through organization. Delegation. In other words, delegation, you are passing information, you are passing authority to subordinates in an organization. So, passing authority, passing of authority, passing of authority to subordinates. That's delegation. When you are passing information, when you are passing authority, yes, I want you to be ABCD. That's what's called delegation. You can delegate, giving a responsibility to your worker. It's part of motivation. When you delegate, someone will be able to say, which means I'm being liked by this organization. That's what it's called delegation. So, there are reasons why delegation is very, very important. Delegation is again in line with what is called the chain of command. Because in chain of command, you are looking something from the top up and down. So again, delegation, you delegate these subordinates from down. You delegate. Why is delegation important? Delegation is important for a number of reasons. The first one, you delegate in order to motivate your workers. That's why delegation is very, very important. You are able to delegate with the aim of motivating workers. One. Secondly, you delegate in order to reduce workload. So delegate in order to reduce workload. Thirdly, another reason why you delegate to reduce workload.
The first one is to motivate.
Yeah, motivate workers.
The second one?
Reduction of workload. Actually, you have got several departments, so you can delegate, so you are reducing the workload within the organization setup. The third one, you delegate. The delegation is very, very important because when you are delegating, delegation deals with who is potential what area. That's why you delegate. You can delegate someone. You cannot delegate someone who is not potentially good within that particular area, right? So it depends on your specialization. That's why it is very important. You look at specialization. Who is specialized at this particular? So you can delegate that one. So as you are trying to, when you are delegating, you are trying to improve the efficiency of the quality itself of your production. You delegate based on the what you call specialization of a particular someone. If, for example, I cannot delegate something to do with finance. Someone has not done that by financial aid. That's why, for efficiency and effectiveness, that's why we delegate. In other words, there must be that issue on it, effectiveness within an organization. I know I have to delegate this guy because he's very effective. Because he did it at school, which means for effectiveness and efficiency, for quality, TQM, total quality control management, this guy can do well. That's why you delegate. You can delegate to that. Apart from all those delegations that I've already mentioned. Right, and within the delegation now, the delegation is attached to performance. Delegation generally is attached to reformers.
That's a separate point. It's not under the benefits, right?
Yeah, it's just, I'm just like summarizing what I've done. Is that one about it's about specialization. Yes, that we're talking about specialization and the delegation. Delegation it is to do with the reformers. Because on specialization, because you did particular type of degree, you are specialized within human resources and whatsoever. I know I can dedicate you to that particular area, so that I want you to improve the reformers. That's what I'm saying. Delegation, specialization has to do with the reformers in an organization. You delegate someone because he is capable of doing that. You cannot delegate it to people who are at least who are technically poor. You can't do that. You have to delegate to those who are able. The able people are the ones who you can delegate. That's the delegation. There are several reasons I think you can find out why delegation is important. And so again, though that we are looking at delegation to have to be very, very important. Sometimes the level of delegation it has caused problems. Delegation that it makes someone feel overconfident as such. Now it brings negativity in the emotional place. It makes someone feel maybe now. Although because when it comes to motivation, other people they can be over motivated. Therefore, it can affect again the production. So delegation. And again, sometimes the same delegation, if not properly done, you can be over delegate. You can at least you can because sometimes you delegate based on the friendship. That is my friend, whatsoever. So the end result will be at least you cannot do well. So that's the other disadvantage of delegation. Provided when you are delegating, don't delegate on favoritism. You have to delegate based on genuinely that you are delegating. That you have to look at this, you have to look at this. You are delegating genuinely. That's the delegation. Because there are other times people that are being delegated. Like for example, politics. This is politics. In politics, no, they delegate based on where they are coming from. Because they are coming from this group, so they delegate. They say in Mupile Waputi, you discover that they are not doing well, right? In the long run, things are not working. Sometimes they delegate. It's the same appointment of ministers. That's delegation. President can delegate. Can you present me that? Can you do everything? Just because of friendship, they are friends, or because they help each other during campaign. That's why it has got its own problem. That's why developed countries are not doing well nowadays, because they're just taking friends to be system. That's the problem with the delegation. That's why I'm saying when you are delegating, make sure that you do it based on the cross-functional. Don't just be based on one side, but just have to do across. That is you can delegate, right? In our country, we had the Malawi as it is, maybe they had to use other individuals from other places of parties, and they were dedicated. Things would have worked well because there are other people they know better and they are outside the government, but they are out there. So if the government would have delegated those ones to work with the government, that would have been fine. Things would not have been as it is now. But because of favoritism, because you know that you are being the president of the Malawi and you are coming from the southern region, you favor those people from the southern region, not knowing that there are other people who are within the central north, but they can deal with it. That's the problem with delegation. Sometimes you can delegate people who are not faithful. That's the issue. So we are looking at that delegations are having disadvantages, and again, it is very, very true that Sometimes you delegate, if you can't delegate properly, you may end up delegating the wrong way. That's delegation. And from there is where now it is taking us somewhere, this issue is now taking us into what is called the span of control. So it is taking us to the span of control number 4. Span of control. Now, let's define what is the span of control. We have known hierarchy. We have known chain of command, the way you pass information. And then we have known the delegation. To delegate, you are now saying, you can you represent me A, B, C, D. Now, let's move to what is called the span of control. The span of control is defined as the number of subordinates. Just the span of control, number of subordinates. So we look at the number of subordinates reporting to each supervisor or manager. Reporting to supervisor or manager. Number of subordinates reporting to that. That's what's called a span of control. Span of control. Span of control. Number of employees, number of subordinates reporting to supervisor or manager. What do you want a subordinate? Subordinate, we are looking at someone who is below that. Subordinate, if we are looking at someone who is below that, that's the subordinate. So in the span of control, we are looking at number of subordinates reporting to the supervisor. How many are reporting to this supervisor or to this manager? We call that as a span of control. Span. Like, if you look at this one, let's go to this one. The chief executive officer here. The chief executive officer here has got 5 span of control because has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the chief executive has got 5. When you look at the directors, if you look at this director A has got 1, 2 reporting to 2. Director B is going to 1, 2. So that is called a span of control. Number of subordinates reporting to the manager. That's what it's called. It's called the span of control. Span of control. Now, there are a number of factors that can affect the size of the span of control. Now let's look at what in other ways we can define the span of control. Apart from that, we are looking at it as the number of subordinates. We can again describe it as how wide and how narrow the subordinates are within the organization. The wide and the narrow. Narrow and wide now. Sometimes they are narrow and sometimes they are wide. How wide or how narrow they are within the organization. Depending on how many subordinates a person is responsible for. That's whether narrow or they are what? They are wide. Now let's look at factors that affect the size of the span of control. Factors affecting the size of the span of control. What are the factors? Factors that affect the span of control. Number of subordinates reporting to the supervisor. The first factor that affects the span of control is the difficulty of task. 1. Difficulty of task. Factors affecting the span of control. Difficulty of task. That's the difficulty of task. Yeah, so the more the complex of the task subordinates, the narrower the where you see that there is conflict of task, you can use the narrow span of control. So where you see that within your organization, chini ya kwa wapi is where you use the wide span of control. So when you can do very thin, you use what is the narrow, the wide one. The wide is very simple. But narrow, sometimes because they have to come together. The narrow, it means that